What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today I'll be giving you guys 5 Samsung features that I like because, we did it a couple days ago with Sony. We got some requests to do it for Samsung, and so that's what we're going to be doing. Now, I'm going to be coughing throughout this, as you guys can probably see there, and it's just going to have to be what it is because I'm still trying to get rid of this little bug, but c'est la vie. Now, I'm also going to be taking a sip of my little smoothie here because it's delicious. Gotta love it. Delicious. And we're going to be getting started. Okay, so the 5 features that I think set Sony apart from basically everybody starts with your Peak Illuminator Pro that they launched back in 2015 on their JS series line of quantum dot televisions. Used to be called SUHD. Incredible stuff, okay? I mean, when I seen Peak Illuminator Pro, I lit up like a light. And as time went on, they kind of tied it together with their contrast enhancer feature, and then everybody just stopped using it all together. But it's an awesome feature and definitely something that I thought was worth time. Next, we would have something like Triple Black. Triple Black was their anti-reflective technology, their anti-glare technology that, for whatever reason, now on these new TVs, they don't seem to be using as much. And that was even on the KS8000. I still have that TV. It's fantastic for, that reflection handling with the Triple Black technology. It makes everything look deeper and richer. It was a wonderful piece of technology that I think should come back to Samsung. Then, of course, we have our USB features. Now, this isn't something that's labeled as like a feature, so to say, but it is, in that when you hook up, let's say, a hard drive, regardless of what it is, it plays so many different formats that it's ridiculous. You would be hard pressed to find a format that you want that Samsung can't play. And I think that's the part for me that was like really impressive. I'm just hooking up to this thing and like all the readily accessible things are there, and it doesn't glitch and lag when you're playing off of a hard drive, where when I play, even on my LG C1, I have these little stutters, micro stutters and glitches. And it's really irritating, and it's something that I just cannot stand, that Samsung does a better job with. Now, last but not least, I would say we would have to kind of give credit where credit's due with Samsung with just their technology as far as upscaling and things like that, because their upscaling chipset is pretty spectacular. You have sharpness and things like that just honestly looks really good. I've never really looked at a Samsung TV and went like, from a upscaling perspective, it's trash, and their noise reduction is like next level. Actually, if I'm being honest with you, on the JS7000, that was the TV that really let me see like what picture processing could do, and I was really impressed because I would watch things like the old X-Men, and it cleaned it up perfectly. I ended up returning that TV like 50 times because I wanted to roll a good unit without clouding. Of course, that never happened, but yeah, I still remember that TV fondly, even though I know it was a total piece of crap. But, c'est la vie there, right? But those features really kind of changed the game. And so now here we are in 2022, right? And now we have all these new features. We've got the quantum dot OLEDs coming out. We've got Game Bar. We've got all these little things. But I think if I had to give a bonus feature, last but not least, Samsung with their Game Motion Plus suite. Motion processing in game mode is not a thing on any other brand. Samsung is like the only one. And I think that's really cool because now we get to benefit from that smooth, fluid motion, and we don't have to worry about all the crappy little jitters that, again, the purists like. They will eat that crap up come, whatever. I can't stand it. It makes me literally motion sick to watch motion blurring almost to the point of being ghosting. Which is funny because everybody talks about Hisense and their ghosting issues when you watch like all of these crappy low frame rates like 90% of the time, and it's like literally unplayable. A perfect example of like what most people play and watch movies like, if you have ever played Animal Crossing, totally irrelevant to most of you, but if you've ever played it on the Switch and you've built up a really serious island, it starts glitching and lagging and the game gets to like 15 frames a second. That's essentially what most people watch their stuff like, it feels like most of the time. So yeah. But welcome to everybody coming on. You guys got the 5 features that I like, just to get those out of the way, and we're going to be answering your questions as we do get on here. So what's going on, MLM? What's going on, Pac Millie? And what's going on, Kelly Ruvod? Lewis says, is that TV in the background? Is that TV in the background? I don't know. Is that a TV in the background? Oh, there we go. If so, what size? Yes, it's a TV. I never use monitors. Monitors are trash. They haven't caught up to TV technology, so I don't use them. But yeah, it's a 55-inch Samsung Q8FN. So there you go there. We've got I hate my TU7000. Yeah, the TU7000 series, the TU series in general, didn't really bring the best picture quality, unfortunately. It's just kind of one of those things that we were unfortunately dealing with, right? But more than anything, I think as we get into the next year of television and we start watching more content, I think it's going to be important to kind of keep an eye on a lot of these features and kind of level the playing field and see what's a gimmick and what's not. Because I tell you right now, I've had so many gimmicks that literally like make it through as like actual pieces of technology that they say, oh, it's great. Like HDR, for example, the whole thing is like worse than 3D. At least 3D was cool. We had passive glasses and we could watch, really next level imagery. Where now, here we are on the TVs we have today, and we're stuck with HDR, and now you hear terms like you didn't buy a high-end enough TV or something to the effect of, or you've got to spend even more money once you buy a $1,500 one or a $2,000 one, or you can't expect anything, right? Because now it's another excuse. It's like, I swear to God, I get so sick and tired of people with their goddamn excuses, man. Pardon my French, but it's annoying. Everybody wants to justify and excuse, and it's that thing people do where they're just like, I don't know. People are weird nowadays. It's like when I was growing up, we were very upfront. It was like, hey, listen, A is B, B is B. A is B and B is B. Like it is what it is. And now people are just sitting here and they're just kind of like, I don't know, they're finicky. So the perfect example of this, you guys probably saw my upload that I did today, where I'm literally just telling people the pronunciation of Artings, because that's what the hell it's called. And it's annoying for me because I get these comments. People will come on and they'll be like, Quantum, you're being petty or you're being bitter. You should just let it go. The moment I prove them right and they have no rebuttal, of course. Of course, they can't just take their L. Can't accept it. They're wrong. Can't accept it. Won't accept it. But it's cool because at the end of the day, we kind of shut them down when they want to call me out of my name. Oh, he's an idiot who always says ratings. He can't even pronounce the... one guy was in the comments, because I always read your comments. I'm not like all the other YouTubers. I read what you guys say, and I try to interact with you guys. And it's always annoying when I get people that are like, he's so stupid, he can't even say ratings. It's like, there's no fucking A. Like, you're literally illiterate. You're literally... You know what I mean? It's like, I won't go on a rant too much, but yeah, it gets pretty annoying for me. It does. But I don't know, man. It is what it is. But we've got Kelly Ravad. What's going on? You said, sorry if you've already answered this, but do you have a single best TV for this year? Single best TV this year? I'd probably put my money on the LG C1. That's definitely the single best. I haven't really seen too many TVs that hit as hard. They just don't anymore. They're like lazy as shit, and then of course people gobble it up and they go, wow. And it's what's funny? It's like the Apple mentality, right? Where every year, it's like the Samsung mentality with the Galaxy series. Every year, minuscule, minor upgrades, tweaks to some things, and they take other things away. And it's lauded as the newest, greatest innovation on the planet Earth. They're just like, wow, you did not just take away the headphone jack. It's what I always wanted. And it's just like the funniest thing to me, because I like watch these people and their idiocy, and I'm just like, how is less more? Like, this isn't Charmin Ultra, bro. Like, come on now. Like, and you're paying for it. So yeah, it's one of those things that really get on my first nerve for sure. But it would definitely be the C1. Val, what's going on, man? It's been a while. Haven't really heard from you. I mean, I see you active here, but I haven't really had the chance to touch bases with you, so it's nice to hear from you. What's going on, Enoch? You said, we have a 77-inch LG C1, but it doesn't have a good picture. What do we do? My advice, you can try my settings out. That'll help you out, get you where you need to be. I can shoot you a link to join, and then you can try those settings out and then see the results, and maybe that'll do more than out of the box. Because I can say out of the box, the C1 is extremely underwhelming. Like, if I didn't have the setting and the setups that I have, I probably wouldn't like the TV half as much, but with the settings and the setup, I'm fine. So, yeah, I can help you out with that. I can shoot you over the link, and then, yeah. Steve, what's going on? You said, I love your channel. I've been looking into the Hisense UAG. Do you still think it's a good buy? At this point in 2022, I would say it's a good buy, but just good. because now they have a mini LED version of the same exact technology coming out, but better, kind of thing. So it's like, I would feel bad telling you, hey, get the UHG, and then the mini LED version launches for around the same price, right? And then now look at you. You've spent this money, and now you're out of that money, and you basically got a lower tier TV, because that's what it is. I mean, for 2021, knocked it out of the park. But this year, I can't say, hey, if you don't already have one, run out and buy one. Like the C1, for example. It's a great television, but I can't run out and say, like, hey, go do that either, because like we have so much happening now, like with the the Sony X95K even. It's an exciting year, and I'm telling you, I can't wait for spring when all of these models launch, because we're going to be tearing these things down, seeing if they hold up, to the testament of time, what they're promising as far as specs. So very exciting stuff for sure. Shout out to Daniel G. Perez. I thank you for your donation of $3, brother. That little emoji is the most adorable little thing. You see it here. I don't know if you can see it. My phone sucks at focusing, but I try to get a little closer. There you go. Yeah, it's adorable. I absolutely love it. Those emojis get me every time. All right, so we've got we got something new this time around. So we had our pumpkins, but now we've got stars. Look at the stars. Daniel G. Perez, you get your star. Look at that. It's supposed to be an Animal Crossing leaf. Oh, right. My wife says it's supposed to be an Animal Crossing leaf. As you can see, she gave you your own Animal Crossing leaf. I can't get it to shine properly. It's just not catching light. But you're on here, I promise. You're on the star. And now we're going to be calling this the All-Star Wall. So everybody that gets a star, that's what we're going to call it until we get back to the Pumpkin Gang Gang. But no, it's all in good fun. Funny story for those that don't know. Why we put an Animal Crossing leaf for Daniel G. Perez is, we became Animal Crossing buddies. And, I say we, but, we, for all intents and purposes, for all everybody really needs to know for the most part. And we were over at each other's island, and we were like having just like little party and whatever. It was fun, And I like to do this thing with my wife where we just go to like new players' islands, and we drop them millions of bells, a bunch of equipment that would take them endless hours to grind out. And it's fun. It's fun. It's like giving back to the community. Hey, save you some time and enjoy the game better, Bring more people in the ecosystem kind of thing. It's fun. So yeah, that's the whole thing behind the Animal Crossing leaf for those that are like, what the hell is an Animal Crossing leaf? It's a Switch video game. All right, we got Bill. What's going on? You said keep up the good content. Will do. Hi, bro. Love your video. Love your content. You said which of your perk videos would be best all-around settings for for movies and video games on the C1 via PS5. Thank you. If I'm being very honest with you, I've been rocking those vivid settings for basically everything. So I would try those out first and then kind of work your way down through the catalog, because there's quite a lot, as I'm sure you've probably seen in the C1 playlist. So just go through the C1 settings playlist and have a ball. But start with the vivid ones. That's the one like pretty much everybody likes. It's like, yeah, most definitely. All right. We've got good evening, everyone. Smash that like button, guys. I appreciate that, Dane. We've got wish there was a TV that achieves everything. IMAX enhanced mode, all the HDR technologies, good motion handling, good upscaling, basically everything else. You said too much to list, never happening. Well, there's no such thing as a product to get you out of buying other products. Take this smoothie, for example, that I'm about to drink. That's very delicious, and in no way is sponsored, but it's freaking delicious. Now that's a smoothie. Right? Imagine if this was the one smoothie to end all smoothies, and it refilled itself. Well, there'd be no need to ever buy a smoothie again. That's kind of the concept with the TV world. They're never going to give you an out. No company will ever give you an out. It's like getting an out on taxes. They don't care about you and your family and your reasons for living. They want to profit off of you endlessly, and if they can do that, that's exactly what they're going to do. And so I say, hey, if you can get around that, and we can find a TV that's great, and we can hold these companies accountable to at least when they come out with a TV every year to make it a good one, then that's what we do. And that's what I like to do here with the honest content that I put out. Because, I mean, I get so frustrated, dude. Like, I've been looking at phones for like a couple of weeks now. You have the iPhone 13 Pro Max, you have the S21 Ultra, you got all these glowing influencers, and the shit is annoying because I'm like looking at this stuff, and and you know, being a photographer, I can see certain areas where they're like literally just like cheesing it, and they're lying about certain things, and then like you look at the Xperia phones, and you look at all this, you look at the whole thing, the whole spectrum, and it's just like it gets to a point when people start selling out that you're just kind of like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna kind of just give up. And it puts me kind of in this place like humbling almost, right? Where I'm like looking at you guys and I'm just like, damn, this must be what you guys go through like when you're looking at TV stuff and all the technology, all the jargon. Because I've been out of the phone game for a minute. I don't really care. I mean, outside of my S21 or S20 FE, I don't really care about phones, right? It's like, it's a fucking phone, right? You know, but, you know, and I can imagine. So, and I try to make it as digestible as possible for everybody. So it's really easy to get in and just chill and have fun, right? So hopefully I'm doing that. Now I've got this stupid little cough here, but we'll be bang on in no time. Just you wait. All right, so we've got Daniel G. Perez. You said made it. Yeah, man, it's good to see you, brother. We still got to get back on Animal Crossing, and for the love of God, I have got to get on. Like, I think you were saying Mortal Kombat or something like that, or Injustice. I don't know which one. I'm over there on PC doing most of that stuff nowadays because I refuse to pay for online services that I literally get for free on PC for the same games. But that's just me, though. Like Switch is different because like they're a beast of their own. Like, where are you gonna find a Mario Kart? Like, nowhere. You know, it's not a multi-plat Mario Kart ever. You know, but you know what I'm saying. Jason Lee, what's going on? You said the C1 is pretty close. And we've got Steve. You said thank you for your honesty. I appreciate it, man. We've got hey there. What's your take on Activision buying Microsoft? I'm sorry. You said Microsoft buying Activision. You said, do you think console exclusives hurt the gaming market? No, I don't. And I'll tell you why. I think anyone who has ever said, and I'm sorry, I'm going to apologize in advance. I am so very, very sorry for what I'm about to say. It is going to genuinely, I no doubt know, offend and upset, piss off even maybe a couple of people. But I genuinely feel like if you think exclusives are a bad thing, you're confused. Maybe even stupid. Because my wife in the back does the dramatic gasp. I love this woman, I tell you. Isn't she the greatest? I fucking love her. But no, it's funny because it's just like, I mean, listen to this as a concept, you know. Joe Schmo opens up a coffee shop. Tina Schmo opens up a coffee shop. Now you have two coffee shops. Well, which one do you go to? What makes the coffee shop special? Exclusive reasons to go there. If you have the same offerings, then they're interchangeable and neither one matters and they're replaceable. Because when everyone is special, no one is. You get what I'm saying? You need to have something that makes you stand out against the pack, that makes you unique, that makes you special. You know, this channel is no different. What makes me better than everyone else you could possibly watch? Well, when you watch me, you know for a fact I am going to be honest. Even if it destroys me, which it has sometimes, right? When I was years ago talking about the C10, telling everybody, do not buy that TV, the reds are sour, it's a shitty TV, I got hella hate for it. And you know what? It happens like that, but that's the thing. That's what sets you apart. So now we take that concept, right, and we apply it to Activision and that Microsoft deal. Now, Microsoft has the monopoly on Call of Duty. They have the monopoly on some Marvel games, I would imagine. That'd be pretty damn cool. Some Spyro games, maybe, you know. Hell, maybe even Crash Bandicoot, I don't know. The point is, they now have an exciting, you know, exclusive reason to buy their games, or at the very least, you know, they're going to be taking better care of the hardware that they've put in there, maybe first-party level, you know, optimization, which would be great. And I think that's going to really change the game for them. Like, to have Call of Duty under your belt, people always bought Xbox for Call of Duty anyway, so it was like kind of like they should have done that from the get. So it makes no shock in my mind is no shock in my mind that they did that. So I think, yes, long-winded way of saying exclusives are very good, and it stimulates competition, right? It makes people want to compete, like, oh, I see you bought Activision, well, I'll just buy them. And then you compete. Now, who is it bad for? I will play the devil's advocate, which I hate doing. Who is it bad for? The person that sits on one console and never wants to buy anything else. Well, it's bad for you because now you have to go out and buy other stuff. But you know, truth be told, they make multi-plats. And if I'm being honest, if I'm being honest, if you really feel that way about it, jump to PC, because Microsoft and PlayStation are trying to come up with a PC alternative to most of their games and put their first-party games on PC, and you know Call of Duty is going to make it there, because everybody wants PC money. Okay, so if you really feel that way, ditch console, go PC. I mean, they want you to go digital anyway. Do it with Steam. There you go. That's what I did, and I don't regret anything. And I own a PS5 and Series X, and I literally never play them. I just don't. I play the Switch more, if I'm being honest with you, because it's more fun, you know? And so hopefully that kind of explains the reasoning behind that. And if I've upset anyone, hey, you know, it's like say la vie, right? All right, now we've got always loved shadow detail on the TVs when it comes to watching live TV. It really helps the picture not look washed and dried out. Very true. We've got no bloom effect on mini LED. Is that a potential problem? Mini LED has had some blooming issues with TCL and even on Samsung. Literally every mini LED I've seen has had a problem. It hasn't been perfect. So I think it's still going to be a problem. You know, especially if Sony pushes an IPS panel into their master backlight drive, like, you know, LG did with their Nano series. I'm just going to sit there like, Wait for it. Good smoothie. Pass. That's what I would say to that. All right. We've got, okay, cool, thanks. We'll do the latest Vivid one. Thank you. All right, we've got, hey, Quantum, just started watching your channel, and you said, really enjoying the content. I'm curious why people on Reddit talk shit about you. I mean, why do people talk shit about Jesus Christ? I'm not comparing myself to Jesus, but if they will talk shit about Jesus, think about me for a second. Who the hell am I, right? I'm just some fucking guy. Okay, people are always going to run their damn mouths. You know, you walk into a barber shop or a nail salon or anywhere, a clothing store. The moment you walk away, I don't care what it is. People will talk shit if they think something about you. That's just how people are. People are shit starters. And so when you come out and you attack their heroes, now you've actually done something to trigger them to their core. Because we've got this bad habit in society where people want to spend thousands of dollars on products. And when you tell them they fucked up, they don't ever want to accept that they just wasted all their money, thousands of dollars. No. The easier approach is to blame the messenger. To look at the guy that's saying, hey, by the way, this is bad because of A, B, and C. Here are the scientific reasons, and here are my personal reasons. It's easier to just look at that guy and write him off as a clown and a quack and call him out of his name and attack him and whatever else. Because if you accept the fact that you worked hard for your money as an adult, as a grown man, and then you dropped the ball and you spent thousands, some cases $3 to $4 grand on a TV that was shit, ooh, that's an L that people don't like to take. That's like buying a crappy car and being told it's crap. You know how that gets. Some people swear by their Dodge Rams or their Ford trucks, and it's like this whole little cult of truck guys. I've seen it. You know, it's the same thing with the TV world. They swear by their Sonys and their LGs and whatever else they buy. Meanwhile, here me, the normal customer, I'm looking at both of them and I'm like, you fucking idiot. You don't own either one of those brands, but do you? Kill each other. One less. You know, that's just my mentality. I could care less. So, I mean, say la vie, right? Now, moving on. How much for DisplayPort 1.4 HDMI 2.0 adapter? Does anybody know? If you guys know, let them know. Kelly Ravad says, live stream quality made me... Oh, yeah. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that, Kelly Ravad. Now I need to drink something. I'm dead. I'm literally dead. That was good shit. I'm watching this, and it's just like... Have you guys ever seen that TikTok? There's a TikTok audio where a guy goes around, and he just screams into an empty hallway, and he goes, can I get a hole? Yeah. And everybody goes, and they go in unison. You should look it up. It's pretty funny shit. Consumer Reports. What's going on, Craig? Nice to see you, man. Definitely feel that giving up point with these options. Your tips for the C1 definitely made an easy choice, which I'm glad, because, yeah, it gets to be too cumbersome sometimes with all of the... And then they want to switch it up now, and they want to start calling shit different stuff. Before we had QLED, now they want to be like, let's switch it up. Well, let's call it QD. Now, QD is the new distinguisher for quantum dot. And I'm like, I can guarantee you they're going to try to work mini LED in there. QD, mini LED, some sort of shit. It never ends. It never ends. Marketing. They need a new way to grab your attention. All right, so we've got... oh, man, what's going on? Quasi Dog, what's going on, brother? You said, I used your settings for the U8G. You said, I'm a huge fan of them. Literally day and night difference. Any thoughts behind the performance and low latency settings for game mode? You said, but better looking. Well, I've gotten quite a few requests for game mode, so I'm kind of working on two things for the U8G right now. I'm working on optimizing standard mode for just general better looking image quality for that. And then when we talk about the game mode aspect, I'm working on HDR, which is a pain in my ass, but I'm trying to get that buttoned up for everybody. And then we're also working on refining the regular game mode. So there's like 3 settings that I'm like really working on. And it does take a little bit of time, but that's kind of like what I'm going to do my best to try to roll out. Between being sick, excuse me here, between being sick and, the regular stuff. But good to see you, man. I haven't heard from you in a while, so it's nice to hear from you, man. We've got Overgrow Society. You said good one. We've got, spatial audio with the wife. Spatial audio. You can hear it everywhere. It's awesome. Are you excited for... Oh, my God. Don't even tease me like that, man. Of course I'm excited for Horizon Forbidden West. I've been waiting for that damn game since I finished the first one. And they did me dirty with that, like, cliffhanger. I can't wait for the next one. Are you kidding me? You said, say what you want about the PS5, but this game looks insane. It does. And, I mean, look... PS5's no saint, right? I mean, hello, VRR, 1440p, where are you? Nowhere. But either way, I think, Horizon is hitting. That Spider-Man game, hitting. Oh my God, that Wolverine. And say what you want, but if they give me my 90s X-Men Wolverine suit, I'm fucking shredding through everybody in that suit the whole game. I don't care what happens, bro. Like, that's how exciting it is. So, 2022, 2023, exciting time for gamers. Also, for those of you guys that don't know, I'm actually a diamond creator in WWE, and I make, like, arenas, and I'm, like, one of the best people that do it. And they're coming out with 2K22, and I'm so freaking excited for that game because they just announced, we've been praying for this for the longest time, right? Cross-gen sharing. So I can make an arena on my Xbox or on my PC and share it with anyone and vice versa. This is important because PC has modders, and modders can remove masks, add facial hair, all kinds of crazy shit to these characters. Oh, we're going in. Oh my God. I just hope it doesn't crash like 2K22 or 21, but either way, I'm going to be on that thing like so much. I'm going to like live on that game, but yeah, I'm excited for a lot of games, and Horizon is definitely one of them. The Vivid settings are good all around. You said the Dolby Vision are great. I appreciate that, Jason. You guys' feedback helps shape these settings. I listen to a general kind of understanding of, or to get a general understanding of what you guys are looking for in these settings, and I try to find a way to use my expertise to comprise what you are looking for on a universal scale. Not an easy thing to do, but the feedback is helping, so thank you. We've got Rachel Lewis. What's going on? You said, I think the Q70A is the best. Hey, I would challenge you on that, and I'd say maybe try the TCL S546. Probably be better. In a lot of areas, they had some really impressive highlight rendering, and the black levels are incredible, and I think that might just be worth it. I mean, can we take a minute to acknowledge the sweetest wife on the planet Earth who brought me a cough drop because I'm coughing? I mean, it's amazing. You can't make this stuff up. Marriage, do it. You'll love it. Be amazing, fantastic. It'll change your life. Hence the point, marriage. All right. We've got Chinchupat. What's going on, man? You said, did you read my comment on LG 2022 video? I don't know, to be honest with you. If I'm being very honest with you, I get like conservatively anywhere from 6 to 10,000 comments a day, and I have to go through them all by hand because YouTube likes to hold my comments because people like to swear at me a lot and call me out of my name a lot, and so they just hold most of my comments. So even members, by the way, get held, and they'll be like, you've never responded to me, what's happening? And I'm like, I never even saw it. I have to go into held for review. I'm sorry, what did you say? And sometimes people will be saying something as simple as, your settings are fucking awesome. And I'll be like, oh, YouTube, way to go. Way to hold that back, but it is what it is. So, I don't know. You can ask your question here, though. That's what I'm here for, man. And I'll try to help you out however I can. We've got, why can I pick 12-bit color in my software on the A90J? You said, is that color feature that Sony has? Well, it's a little bit confusing because you have BT 2020, and BT 2020 is basically the next level of color, but it is what it is. I think I'm looking at my wife, and my wife is dying, and I'm trying to understand what's happening. I'm distracted here.
You're getting hit on.
I'm getting hit on? What? I haven't even gotten to that part in the chat. She's like ahead of me. What is this? Let's see. Let's go down. I don't see anybody hitting on me. Huh? Who? I don't understand what's happening right now. Oh, hey, beautiful. Oh, my God. That's what you meant. She's dying on camera. She's like, you're getting hit on. I don't know how to respond to hey, beautiful. Hey, beautiful man. Hey, beautiful man, you. What do I say to that, Albert? You gotta help me. You bail me out. You put me into this. What do we do? How do we get out of this? Alright, you said I bought the 77-inch A80J. Not entirely happy with it. I'm thinking of exchanging it for the Samsung QN85A. 85-inch, and you were saying I'm okay with the little blooming thoughts. No, my initial thoughts is you got me messed up, though. You had me laughing, and I'm like trying not to cough. Yeah, that was funny, though. Hey, you beautiful man, you. You can't even see. I wish you guys sometimes could see off camera. My wife is fucking dying. She's dying. I already know. Just so you guys know, my wife's a little shit starter, by the way. She likes to fuck with me a lot. Bro, the live stream will end. We'll be in bed. We'll be cuddling on some marriage shit. And she'll be like, hey, you beautiful man, you. I already know the shit's coming, bro. And she's,
yes, I will.
She already knows.
Yes, I will.
I'm telling you, bro. And so, yeah, it is what it is. We all have fun around here, though. It's good fun. But my thoughts, in all seriousness, is that you should wait if you can, if you just be a little bit more patient, because the QN85A is an IPS panel, and while it is the better of their mini LEDs, I feel like this year you're going to really see mini LEDs show up a lot more because they're Gen 2s, or rather Gen 3s at this point. So I would give that a go. Let's go back up to the top here. I'm pretty sure I dropped somebody's question because I got distracted. We've got, yeah, okay, so the 12-bit color thing on Sony, it's kind of confusing because on the Blu-ray players and things like that, they have like 12-bit color. It even supposedly goes up to 16-bit color, whatever. But you can combine that with BT 2020 for amazing results. So in Sony's color space on basically all of their like mid-range to high-end TVs, you have the ability to go in and change color space to DCI, Adobe RGB, DCP3, I think I already said that, whatever. But you get what I'm saying. You can change the color space, and it's incredible. It looks wonderful. And so, yeah. Other than that, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. We've got, you said it's called super mapping or something? Super bit mapping, very easy to understand. Smooth gradation, that's all you need to really know. It basically converts it to like a 14-bit signal or something, 16-bit signal as Sony claims, and combine that with BT 2020, and bam, you have some beautiful color. And that helps smooth out a lot of the gradations. And then you have another problem you have to tackle. You are going to need experience to tackle that next part, and that sometimes things can look overly red with BT 2020 because it's a way wider color space than what the 10-bit can handle. So you have to go in and adjust and account for that to bring it back to 10-bit levels. Think of it like color grading, which I don't even know why I just said that because most people probably don't color grade. You see how I suck at being relatable? I could never be one of these Mickey Mouse YouTubers. Like me, like, that's not me. You know, it's just like, okay, let's do it another way. How do I explain this? I'm not a teacher. I will just explain it the way I know how. Essentially, think of it in a way where I'm going to fail. I'm going to fail at explaining this. I'm trying to find the words to explain this in a way that like makes sense to everybody. Let's see. the best way to describe what superbit mapping combined with BT 2020 would do, without overcomplicating it, would be giving you more crayons and a crayon box to color with, but instead of being like what typical footage would do, over destroying it with all this crap, it's going to smooth it out. And what's great is because usually with footage that, like, let's say you start at BT 2020, it's an oversaturated color space. Oh my god, it destroys everything. You can take it down to 10-bit levels, like I was saying, and you can kind of then put it to a more digestible measure of using it. And most purists don't do that. They don't care. They're like, oh, it's oversaturated. I'm done. I'm like, it goes to black and white, my guy. Like, try. Fucking try. A little effort, please. You know, and it's just, they don't have it. So when you go and you put effort into it, it takes some hours to do, but you can get BT 2020 to look way better than any of the other color spaces because it's the best one. And so, yeah, I think combine that with BT 2020 or smooth gradation, and you'll be good to go. Just, that's what I do. BT 2020 in your video signal or whatever it is, the video input or whatever the hell it is. I don't remember off the top how Sony rewords them every year. But that, and then you know what I mean. Smooth gradation. You'll be good to go. Okay. Thoughts on LG Nano? All LG Nanos are bad. Don't do it. Run. Don't walk. Run away. Thank you for your answer. I appreciate it. Just got the LG C165. Do you think I made a mistake? Not at all, man. Even with the new TVs coming out, like I turned on my PS5 the other day. I don't really play it much. I just use it to like check certain things and whatever, make sure the PS5 still fires on or whatever, right? And it was beautiful. Like I look at it and I go, damn, you know what? I'm gonna watch some Demon Slayer season 2, and that's what I did. So no, I don't think you made a mistake at all. It's so, bro. The C1 is so legit. I'm gonna say this, and I'm probably gonna upset a lot of people. And I mean, I'm not even joking here. I mean, the amount of people I'm probably about to piss off will be pretty massive. But I'm going to say it because you need to hear the honest truth. I had my Hisense U8G on the Xbox, and I was playing the Demon Slayer video game. And I'm running around, I'm doing my thing, and I'm like, all right, this is cool. And then I got to a certain point, and I was like, this ain't cool. Put it on the C1. I was like, there we go. That's it. That's it right there. Because I got so used to the way the C1 does everything that, like, going back to the U8G, I can't. I can't do it for Xbox gaming. Now, I could do it for Switch, I could do it for movies, but for Xbox, for whatever reason, I cannot. It does not look good at all. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So, naturally, I'm trying to refine a bunch of stuff to fix that, but you guys know what it is. So, yeah, hopefully I didn't upset too many people, but I already know I'm probably going to upset a lot of people, as I tend to do these days. But, you know, c'est la vie. We've got High Quantum A1 versus the A8G on motion. Like the A1E, I'd say the A8G would definitely take the edge on that one. Nice to see you. We've got. I have a Q80T LG C1. You said notice when there's a blue tint on the screen, C1 looks more green, and then you were saying that the C1 looks more green, and that is that because it's more accurate color-wise. Not really. I mean, it depends. If you're working in Rec 709, it's going to look bad either way. So, I don't know. What are you dying for now? You guys have no idea. She is dying, convulsing on the... Now I've got to read the chats. I've got to read the chat. What is it? What is this? What? I don't understand. You said, thank you for... What are you dying for? She's dying. I mean, dying. I don't even know what it is, and that's funny to me. What's the sitch? I want to laugh. This sounds fun.
Albert's back.
Albert's back? Oh no! What you? He said, "Thank you for your honesty, and your wife knows she can't give you what I can, so I understand her being jealous." Lord, give me strength. What did I do? I have no idea. I mean, man, could you imagine? Now, I think now I know how women feel being catcalled. Here I am, just a hot piece of ass sitting in a seat, and it's like, yeah, baby, there you go. That's it. That scruffy beard, that's my shit right there. Oh, man, we're all just fucking around, though. I mean, she's like convulsing on the floor, too. It's shit. It's funny. All right. Back on task. Alright, so we've got, I think I already answered that one. And we've got, did you LG 22 have the HDMI 2.1? Yeah, I saw that they have the HDMI 2.1 48 gigabit per second. Yeah, I saw that. Vor Red? I feel like I'm supposed to say that together, and I'm not going to, because I don't know if it means something in a different language, and I'm just saying some crazy shit, so I'm not going to say that together. We've got Just Wing. And what's Just Wing? Oh, Just Wing It, gotcha. I have the C1, then we have... so is BT the same as native color space on the Samsung? And that's kind of hard, though, because sometimes the answer is yes, sometimes the color is no. Because native is automated, you don't really have that information given to you, but it is the closest equivalent to their widest color gamut. But Samsung kind of adds a little flare on top, a little sprinkle of oversaturation. So things start looking really neon, and there's kind of no way to fix it outside of going in the auto mode and then messing with the colors, and it's still not ideal. Samsung's TVs, in my personal view, worst on the market to calibrate based off of their color. Like, it just, I don't like it at all. So yeah, I would say it's similar but not the same. We've got I know a guy who refuses to switch from a Samsung because motion can play 30 FPS judder free. I mean, hey, you don't have to switch if you're happy, right? We've got, I always wanted a Z9D. What do you think about the... oh, yeah, I think you should definitely wait for the X95K. Join the dark side, because that's where I'm at, man. I'm sitting here like, dude, I missed the boat on the Z9D thing. I really did. I will not miss my chance a second time. That's not going to happen. So, yeah. I'm not really excited for the A80K, the A90K, none of those OLEDs. I think those are all meh to me. Shout out for Daniel Bartholomeus. I hope I said that right. Welcome to the VIP family, and here you go. Add you to the star wall. I can't really frame this up. I suck at framing tonight. Let's try to... Oh, there it is. There you go. You see your name. I can't really get the framing correct. There it is. Oh, look at that. There you go. Awesome. Bro, it took me like a lifetime to get that framed up. But yeah, so you're going on the all-star wall. We're going to have our little all-stars now. It's going to be fantastic. Gotta love it. And of course, thank you for joining and, being a part of the VIP community. So, stop by, get the settings, have a good old time, win some cash. We're going to be giving out more cash again within the next couple of days here, via Amazon gift cards and whatnot. So it's going to be a grand old time. We're going to have fun. All right. You skipped my question, LOL. I said for the C1 review, caught a 55-inch from eBay 1200, but wanted to know your thoughts on Samsung is going to charge for the QLEDs. Your opinion? I mean, I think if it's between Samsung QLED and the C1, that'd be very easy for me. Can we get a Vincent Tio live impression? I can't stop laughing. I mean, I'm sick, so my Vincent Tio impression is going to be pretty trash. I mean, I don't know. I could try. I mean, let's go. That's going to be hard. I've been overlooked and neglected, and I don't get to go to pre-CES events. Goes to every single one. LG. Basically, that's exactly how it goes. It's like a known thing in this household that, like, the guy is like the LG show. Like, we all know. So, yeah, hopefully that was a good enough impression for a sick guy. I think I did all right. All right. I finally managed to stay awake late enough in the UK to see you live. Well, shout out to that. Yo, let's show the love to James for staying up late in the UK to show the love. That's what's up, man. You're dying. My man. Hell yeah, bro. You guys know. You gotta have some fun sometimes. But tell me he doesn't sound like that. If you want to do a Vincent impression, it's very easy. Take all the life and soul out of your voice, be very monotone, and just have a very bland delivery. There you go, Vincent. All right, skip to mine. SOS. What you got, man? Shoot me. Let me know. Well, don't shoot me. I like crying to myself about it. It doesn't even work. No, just shoot me a line. All right. Thank you for giving your recommendation on the TCL. You said, LOL, loving it. I appreciate it. You said, bro, skip all these questions and do Vincent voice again. I'm not very good at it, man. I really ain't. You said that accent, or you said that was so accurate. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, you know. Vincent, LOL. We got, I need caffeine, not love. We've got, oh yeah, well, that's true. So if anybody wants to give James some caffeine instead, shout out to him for staying up that late. What's up, Dylan? We've got, when you apply to all inputs on the LGC1, does it apply to each port? I get confused. It basically applies to every single HDMI port and every single preset that you selected. Like, say, for example, Cinema User. Every single cinema mode on every single port, HDMI port, is going to have that, but you may have to refine some things. Sometimes if you go in and you change like the, you know, colorimetry to BT 2020, you might have to do it again on some other ports. So that might be some of the differences you might see, but for the most part, it is about the same. Okay, when do you think Hisense, I actually know exactly when it's going to release. It's going to release in spring, like I think spring or summer. I kind of gave that out, I think. Spring or summer, but yeah, that's when the Hisense U8H will release. I'm still waiting for an exact date, but I definitely do know it's coming out in like spring or summer. Pretty sure. What 43-inch TV should I get? No idea. That is a novel size. I would say maybe wait for the C2. We've got, when might the Super Bowl TV deals begin? Right before Super Bowl, probably a week, sometimes a week and a half before. Do you have settings for every picture setting? I'm sorry, do you have settings? Hold on. Do you have settings for every picture setting on the C1, and how would I find them? Well, I don't have a setting for every picture setting. I optimize for what looks best based off of a collective of feedback and things like that. And I think I do all right. Hey guys, do me a favor. For Adam here, if you guys have seen my settings for the C1, let him know what you guys think, so that way it's not like some guy just saying, hey, my settings are fantastic. You know, tell him what you think. If it's shit, it's shit. If it's great, it's great. Whatever, you know, just tell him what you think, and maybe that will help you out. Now, I'll get to the second part of your question where you say my C1 was very dark in HDR in terms of internals in a certain scene, trying to find the best sports settings as well. I think it's hard, though, because HDR was really difficult for me. I struggled with HDR a lot, I did. It was one of the darker kind of things that I had to work with. So, especially Dolby Vision. Dolby Vision's a nightmare on the C1, but I did what I could for those as well. So, yeah, to find them, you just kind of join, become a member. I can shoot you over the link. It should still be here in the... let's see. I don't know if I can access it right now. It's giving me a hard time, so let me see. We'll try to open that up. And do we still have it here? Yes, we do. Bam. Okay, so I just put the link down there for you. And quantum is a menace in the TV space. Basically, it's just, the thing is, because we are fortunate enough to put money up ourselves, and then we have crowdfunding through settings and through, like, you know, everything else that we do, when people donate and they help the channel out, we're able to stay truly independent of these corporations that want to make a quick buck. People like Linus Tech Tips and all these other guys, they're using affiliate marketing. That is exactly how they stay enriched. You know, they want those commissions. And so how do you get commissions? Well, you don't get commissions telling people not to buy bad TVs. You have to take almost a militant approach and be like, yo, screw these people. I need to make my bank. And that's kind of what happens. So, you know, c'est la vie. What? Oh! My wife is adorable. James, my wife says, here's your caffeine. James cup. And in a twisted turn of events, these are actually really adorable fucking cups with bunnies on them and shit. Like, absolutely fucking adorable. Look at that face. Doesn't that face need to be loved? Yes. Yes, it does. Alright, so, let's, you getting the X95K, bro? Yes, we're definitely getting that. Adams for sports expert settings, awesome. Okay, we have still the best outro on YouTube. I appreciate that, because I was just completely just fucking around. Funny story. Some people don't even know why that thing exists. They're like, why is he dancing in a Deadpool? What is it? Every time you see me dance at the end of the video, I'm mocking the AV community. I'm literally mocking every single person, and I do it in every video. It's like a big fuck you. I can still dance around and speak my shit and do what I gotta do, because guess what? I'm not bought off. That's what I'm doing. I literally had a video up where I was like doing a whole little skit, and it was about basically how they sell out in their shills, and at the end of it, it was great to be the #1 brand in honesty, where we're unbiased and unsponsored and unfiltered. And then I just danced that shit out, bro. And so that just became the outro. And I think it's great because sometimes it takes people by surprise. They're like, what even is that? It's like, you got to be an OG to know what that is, man. If you don't know when you're being mocked, well, can't help you. Right? But yeah, I appreciate that, though. That's pretty cool that you guys enjoy it. You said, Quantum, dog at watching this. You said, dog at watching this for years. I don't understand. I'm lost. I really hope the C2 42-inch isn't ridiculously priced. No one wants to pay nearly $1,000 for a 42-inch. Yeah, hate to break it to you, man. They're probably going to price that thing at like $1,099 at launch or $1,199 at launch. And that's if we're lucky. Sometimes they get stupid and they go $1,299. So, yeah, you might be on a wait for that one for sure. Adam says, thank you. No problem, man. You know, this is a Mrs. idea. Oh, wait, that was James. Never mind. I'm mixing up people already. What info do you have on for Samsung 4K QLED TVs? Info in what regards? Amazing outro, really. I appreciate it, man. Most definitely. What do you think about the 65-inch 95K? C2 is C2 starting price. I think it's going to be more expensive this year. I mean, I think the 95K starting price for both the C2 and 95K. So the C2, I'm expecting to launch. What do you say? $17.99, $18.99. That's what I'm expecting for the C series. Right, for their 55-inch. And then, of course, $21.99 easily for their 65-inch. The 95K, I'm expecting them to launch, because it's a 65-inch, I'm expecting $21.99 or $24.99 for the X95K. That's what I'm expecting for price points for that. So, you know. And, of course, their other 95K, forget about it, you know. All right, so then we've got... you should do a new outro where each time you do a Vincent Tio impression or tell one of his jokes that aren't funny. Bro, don't get me started on them damn fucking stale-ass jokes. I don't understand how you could do it with a straight face. Like, he's dead-ass, too. Like, and they're not even funny. You know, they're sometimes they're, like, they're about, like, how small his dick is, or like, other times they're about, like, you know, how he's a one-minute man. Like, and I'm watching this, like, why? Like, we know it's true. That's not a joke. Like, what the fuck are you doing? There's too much information, man. We don't need to know that about you. I mean, we know, but, like, you don't have to say it. Like, fuck. You know, please, give me some personal boundaries. So, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, maybe one day. I don't know. All right, so we've got, for show, Big Dog. He said, stay up, love your channel. Do you? I appreciate it, man. 5 best quantum. That was funny. What's the new tech that's better than full array for black levels on the 930 nowadays or upcoming? Right now, mini LED. We're waiting to see how that master backlight drive will hold up. He said, James says, looks on eBay for bunny mugs at my house caffeine. Or to my house caffeine. I love it, the little bunny emoji with the coffee cup. It's like literally the most adorable thing. Absolutely incredible. You guys can't see it, so I'll show you. I'll show everyone. Look at that. Look at how adorable that is. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right, so we've got these companies enjoy picking on the little guy. Not everyone wants a 50-inch TV. Yeah, it's hard. People are weird. It's like they like overpricing everything. I wouldn't doubt it that they'd come out with a 32-inch TV and be like, hey, guess how much it's going to be? $4,000. It's like, they're greedy. If you let them, they'll do it. And we've got Typo. Oh, you said typo. Gotcha. I've been watching your channel for years. Thank you, because I was like, what? All right, so thinking of getting the C1 for my living room, U8G for my game room with the Xbox Series X, or should I look at other stuff? I would definitely wait for 2022 TV options for sure. And then we've got, what do we got? I wanted to buy the QN95A, holding out for 2022, most definitely. Give your thoughts on Vizio's direction in the industry. No show at Vegas, no line. I mean, dude, Vizio's a trash brand. There's no thoughts to give, right? Like, Vizio's literally like, you know, like, you ever walked in public and then you like stepped in dog shit, and then like that feeling immediately after stepping in dog shit, the like realization that that's what happened, that's Vizio. So that's basically how I would kind of say that. I love this non-mask side of you, bro. I appreciate it. Do reviews on phones, the whole phone. Yeah, I could definitely destroy the phone industry, like kind of overnight with the way I would do it. People would hate me, but I would I would piss a lot of people off, especially the Apple guys. Oh man, I'd have fun with that though. Hey brother, is there 3 versions of the Vivid setting? I'm sorry. When is the 3 versions of the Vivid setting dropping for the C1, or version 3 of the Vivid setting? That's going to be a little rough, because what we're trying to do with the C1 is kind of similar to the U8G, how they're already at a pretty good point, but we're trying to refine it. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pull out impurities. I'm trying to make it more universal for like broadcast stuff, which sometimes when you watch broadcast stuff, some faces can get a little red depending on even the station, the kind of cameras that they're using in the station. So it's a lot of stuff to account for. So it might take a little while. I'm trying to figure it out and get it out as fast as I can, but I haven't forgotten. It's a process. But thank you for reminding me. What made you change your mind on taking off the mask, the quick version? The quick version? A lot of small little guppies thought they were the hot shit. Meanwhile, I've reached 50,000 subscribers at the time, and I was like, hey, let me say thank you to my fans, and let's make fun of these people at the same time. Short version. We've got, I think I saw your Vizio quote on Hallmark, on a Hallmark card. That's funny. We've got, came for the honesty, but stayed for the sexy pole dance at the end. I might be imagining the pole dance, though. I can't even. You're killing me, dude. Oh, it's the greatest humor, though. All right. And last question I've got for tonight, we've got, okay, thanks. You said, thanks for replying, appreciate it. And why do you think Sony isn't releasing 1440p monitors, aside from their 4K TVs, knowing 1440p is popular? In a word, Chase, I would say Sony doesn't give a shit about their customers. They know that they'll have damaged controllers and fanboys jump up and down and say, hey, this is the best brand. And the moment you look to them to the side and say, but wouldn't it be better if they come out of nowhere and they you know what I mean? They just come out of nowhere and they start slapping you up. So, dude, I wouldn't even waste my time. It is what it is. But all right, guys, that's the end of the live stream. I gotta go. Take something for this cold. Relax. Spend some time with the family. But, hey, stop by 7 p.m. through 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next weekend, we'll be doing the same thing. We'll be having a lot of fun. And as always, I'm going to thank you guys so much for watching the #1 brand in honesty. Until the next video, I will try not to destroy it. And special note, I got new live streaming gear, and we didn't drop out at all. So it was the gear. Fuck that gear. That gear was shit. That gear was trash. Yeah. It was. Absolutely.